Well, hello everyone, and welcome back to my channel. My name, as always, is Bloodstained Wings, and today, well, wouldn't you know it, we're gonna do a painting. Now, I actually did this painting a while ago, and by that I mean the underpainting. I am painting over a painting. Oh no! Yes, we are going to be painting over this painting. It was a painting where I taught people how to do skies and clouds, and it was really just more about practice than it was about having a finished product. And now I decided by putting a sticker over top of it and painting the rest of it black, we could have a very interesting painting. And it looks something like this. Here you can see we have a lovely seascape with a doorway that is very Art Nouveau inspired, and it just kind of goes off into this spirally golden light with little birds flying in the distance, they were pre-done. I didn't have to do those this turn. I just had to do all the seascape in the background. So if you guys want to paint along, if you just want to do a plain seascape, please feel free to do so. The colors I used were Prussian blue, Viridian hue, and Van Dyke brown for the bottom. And then there's a little bit of yellow ochre and some lemon yellow in the highlights for the door, as well as titanium white for your basic everything. So if you're ready, grab your paints and let's paint along. I hope you're ready to paint, because I am. As I explained in the intro, this is being done over top of a painting that I did before. I really like that painting. But it's been a year. It's been a year since I painted that painting, and it's been in my store, and no one's even looked at it. So, based on that amount of interest, I think it's fair to say, let's paint over it. So let's paint over it. I mention all the time, but it's okay if you do a bad painting. That's okay. You can just paint over it. So what I've done is I have cut out kind of like a window-ish thing with some like Art Nouveau elements, because that's what I wanted to do, for no other reason than I wanted to do that. So that's what I did. And then I've got here on my canvas the sticker, and then I painted the rest of it black. So underneath this sticker there is still like some light green, yellow, blue sky. There might even be a bird. I'm not entirely sure if there is or is not a bird in the painting. So, we are going to start. We should start in the middle with the green. I had to think about the colors and which one was stronger. So we're going to start in the middle with the green. And I'm going to have a little bit of green because I feel like the green will transition well between the brown and the blue. Do I know that for certain? Absolutely not. I am just hazarding a guess here. I don't know what I'm doing. That's the important part. I'm going to go to the brown next. Brown. I think the bottom here should be brown. And again, you may be asking yourself why, and I'm going to say I have no idea. I'm going to go back into the green and get a little more green mixture into the brown so that it's more greeny brown over here. Excellent. And now we're going to go into Prussian blue. I've said this many times, and I'll say it again. Prussian blue is a very, very, very strong color. Same with phthalo blue. Very strong. Just like super duper strong. You're not getting any other color once you've touched that in your painting for that day. Even your brushes, like even if you clean your brushes, you're still gonna need to like let that brush dry entirely before you can like touch another color and not have it be blue. That's just how Prussian blue and phthalo blue are. So you're just gonna have to acknowledge that and work with that in your life. I'm gonna get a little bit of this down here because I feel like it's gonna look cool to have a little bit of the blue. Just kissing the bottom. Okay, so now that we have our colors laid out, let's paint ourselves a pretty sky. Let's paint, I don't know, I like some pretty sky. Yeah, you know what? I'm just gonna use this dirty brush because why not? And I'm gonna go into some white. And this is just the same dirt. I haven't cleaned my brush. I haven't done anything. This is just the same dirty brush, as you can tell. what am I gonna start? I think I'm gonna start like on the horizon, I think. And just have like a little bit of glow so that we can see, first of all, what color is actually going on under here. And second of all, we can have it like glowing from the door, essentially. That's what I'm going for. One moment, please. Okay. So, now we have a little bit of the white here. And as you can see, like as I go further out, there's less and less white on my brush, and more of the blue is being picked up and mixed into the color here. And I'm just trying to make like little X's over the whole thing to kind of give it that like, there's wind moving in the sky, and the sky is all weird and has things in it and stuff, and that's what we're going for. So my brush is just going to keep getting darker and darker as we go out from the middle, which is why I started in the middle. Alright, now I'm going to wipe off the little bit of white that's on my brush. Alright, and now I'm going to actually go back in and kind of just blend that away a little bit, because it's a little bit bright, and I don't want it to be that bright, so we're just going to try to tone it down a bit. That's better. Yeah, see the difference between it being blended and not blended? There you go. That's why it's important to blend. Now you can blend this to the degree that you would like. You can completely remove all of your paint strokes if you're really willing to put in the work. I'm not. I kind of like the brush stroke look anyways. I mean, I do palette knife painting, so really. The degree of which I like the texture in my paintings is large. So, just gonna have a little water action. Yeah, this is looking pretty good. Let's get some dark clouds, I think. I think I'm gonna mix a little bit of the brown with the blue. And a brush. Let's see if we can get some like wicked dark cloud action. It's just like, whoa, scary and spooky and cloud. You know? Okay, let's go into the other brush to do the blending. And clouds are made with tiny little circles. Just keep making tiny little circles and eventually you'll get a cloud. And then just fluff up the top, keeping in mind that clouds are both made up of hard and soft edges. No pun intended. That's just how they're made. They're made with hard and soft edges. So you want to make sure your clouds have both hard and soft edges while doing this. Generally, I find it easier to have the hard edges on the top and the soft edges on the bottom. Do you have to do that? No, absolutely not. No, you can do it however you want. You can have anything, any way you want it. This is your painting. This is your world. There we go. Believe that you can do it, because you can do it. Add another one in there. I'm going to clean off this other brush just to try to make it blend a little better. There we go. There we go. Actually, now that I've done that, it looks really good. So let's grab some white and do a little white cloud. And again, we're just going to blend out the bottoms really gently. And fluff up the top. Fluff the top. Yeah. Ooh, I like the way that looks. Let's get another one over here. Just so that guy's not alone. We need more white. We need more white. Stat! There we go. There we go. There we go. And we're just going to blend out bottom. So it's nice and smooth from one thing to the next. And fluff the top. And that's how you get like all kinds of little like wispy lines and stuff that really help to make it look more cloud and fluffy. Let's get a dark color again. I'm not even cleaning my brushes between this. Because I'm a classy lady. There we go. A little bit more of the Prussian blue in there. There we go. Back to being dark. Now we're just gonna add one more cloud in there. I think that's gonna look nice to have that contrast of the dark clouds being in different places on either side. Oh, this cloud was like, psh. Is that words? Absolutely, it's words. That's words, and you're welcome. Okay, let's do a little bit of water, and I don't want my white to be super clean and pure. So I have a little bit of all of the other colors in here, and I'm just gonna kind of dance around a little water in the distance with my palette knife. Because, you know, when you practice with your palette knife, you want to use it all the time because it makes really cool effects. There we go. And now I'm going to use one of my brushes and I'm just going to really gently pull that out. Because again, it makes like really cool effects. Finish your sentence. There you go. Yeah, but you can see how it makes it look a lot more watery and things are happening. Let's do it again. Just make sure that's not pure white. Have another one going right here. Just like that. And very gently. This is all about being extremely gentle. There we go. Very, very gently pulling this out. All right. So now we have like a water situation. I want to have a little like water line where the water is like, okay, so what I've done is I have thinned down my thinned down my white so it is super, super thin. And I'm just gonna come in here and do like a little water line so it looks like the water is kind of like coming out. And I'm gonna bend my knife really aggressively, and that's how you're gonna get that lovely little edge that you see there. You're going to get that by bending it very aggressively. I don't know if you can see how much I am bending my knife. But that's the idea, is that you bend it very dramatically and you end up getting these little like ripples. There, see? So it looks like the water's just like smoothly coming out. A little bit more of the green in there. And I'm gonna do it again. And I'm gonna have one just a little bit more. Just gonna have like a little bit of variation to it, so it looks like there's like more than one little wave coming in. Well, that's not what I wanted to happen. Oh, that's not what I wanted to happen. It's okay. We can fix it by, first of all, blending it out. See? And then doing it again. There we go. That's what I wanted to happen. That would be just another little run like that. And then I'm going to still pull back on this just a little to really, first of all, keep it that smooth, watery look that we're going for here. There we go. Just pulling it slightly. Yes. And then I think what I'm going to do is grab some of the white and some goop on a liner brush. And add some little like doodly doodads. So it looks like it's like coming off the water. You know how water has all those little doodads? Well, some of these I don't like all that much, and that's okay. So we can just blend it. There we go, that's better. See? It's all about just blending away that which you do not like. There, see? It just helps to give it like a little more shape, a little more life to the whole thing. And now we're gonna really mess it up because I feel like there should be like a little bit of a yellow glow from this doorway. So I'm gonna get a little bit of yellow. I think I used lemon yellow, but I don't remember. So I'm gonna use yellow. I'm gonna use both. That's what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna use both lemon yellow and yellow ochre, just in case I used one or the other. I will use both now, and I will add some white to it. So it's just like a really nice soft yellow. Well, that's really nice. All right, I'm just gonna grab just a little bit of it and have it kind of dance in this area here. Now a lot of this is under a sticker, so you're not going to see it, but it's a little glowy, and that's what I wanted. And I'm just going to take this brush, I'm just going to really soften everything up. So there's just this little yellow glow coming from the door there. At least I hope that's what it looks like. Maybe it needs to be more yellow and less white. We'll just add a little extra yellow. Little extra yellow in there. Okay. I think this looks pretty good. I mean, it's very simple, and it did not take me all that long to do. So, I mean, that's a bonus. So let's do the big reveal of the big sticker. Or should I do little sticker by little sticker and make you wait forever? Nah, let's do the big sticker. Ooh, there are some birds in it. Well, doesn't that look all swirly all of a sudden? That looks cool already, which is good. We've got a lot more to undo though, so you'll have to bear with me as I struggle to, first of all, remember where these all are. Oh, I think I hit the camera. I think I hit the tree, Jim. Talked about this on my stream. Or maybe it was in another video. Not entirely sure. There was a videos game that I played as a very youth on a Dell computer way back in the ancient times, where it would like you'd have to type in like /C / to play your game, whatever game it was. You had to work extra hard for them. And yeah, that's where I played Treasure Island. That's another great game. And there was another one that was like Treasure Building or something. Maybe it wasn't Treasure, but it was a building. And that one had really good music. That sometimes is hold music. And every time I hear that hold music, I always think of that game. I know my mom was thinking about having it as a cell phone noise when she got a cell phone, and I was like, Mom, yes, do it. If my mom is watching, hi, Mom. She doesn't always watch. But when she does, she watches Dos Equis. No, what? Those commercials, those Dos Equis commercials, were hilarious. I speak Russian in French. So dumb. Wee. Just revealing little things here. I might clean this up with a little bit of white to just really make the other parts brighter, because they are doing weird things right now, and I think that if it was just white, it might look better than whatever color it is trying to do right now. I think it's a little bit of teal. I've got a little teal, so let's use it. There we go. Just a smidgen of that. Cleaned it up a little bit. That's good. Let's get a little bit more of that teal in this spot here. Maybe that'll help it make more sense. There we go. That looks much more like it makes sense. All right, so let's do the sky part, because there's also ones up in here. The reason this is so hard to take off is because I've actually left it for a few days stuck on like this, and I painted over it with black gesso, which also makes it hard to remove. Just in case you wanted to know, you wanted to make it easier for when you're doing this, do it faster. I have to work, and so sometimes I don't always have time to do the painting right away, and I have to do prep for the painting ahead of time, like days ahead of time, not like a few hours, like I did this Saturday. And you're like, oh, well, that was a long time ago. I'm like, yeah. Although, I mean, technically I'm uploading this on a Sunday. I am not recording on a Sunday. I don't know if anybody wants to know my recording schedule, but I record on Wednesdays. Happy Wednesday. All right. But actually, it's Sunday for you guys, so just happy Sunday. Woo. There is one more. The top ones actually came off much more cleanly than the bottom ones did, so that's good. It's supposed to look like kind of like tree branches. Hopefully it does. And hopefully I can clean up the edges just a little bit, just enough for it to look good once again. So we're gonna try to see if we can just clean it up a little bit. I think it's also going to give it like a little edge highlight, which might be cool. Oh, sorry if you heard a big loud noise. There is a tornado warning. No big deal. Just gonna really try to clean up a few of these edges. There we go. Yeah, that's looking a little better. I think if I can just get this one over here to also be nice and clean. There, oh, that was good. Yes, it is very windy out. Oh goodness. There. Just going this way. It just adds, I think, a little bit more to this to make it look a little bit more three-dimensional, which I didn't know that it needed to look, but now it looks much better. So I'm glad I did those little cleaning of the edges because it looks better now. All right, let's do the big reveal of the outside. And while we're doing that, let's say thank you to you guys for watching this video. I very much appreciate that. I hope you guys are having a lovely weekend. I hope you guys did something fun. I hope that it's not too hot wherever you are, as we are in the very much warm months of the year for the Northern Hemisphere. Not so much for the Southern Hemisphere. Shout out to all my Southern Hemisphere fellas and peoples and ladies. I hope you are surviving your winter. And there it is. There is a really cool doorway into another time period, another universe, another everything. It just looks really, really neat. I really like it. Actually, you know what I think I'm gonna do? I'm gonna mess with it a little bit more. I'm gonna make it look like there's still water here, maybe. No, I'm gonna leave it. No, I'm gonna leave it. You're jumping into the sky. Yes, totally agree. All right. Thank you so much for watching. Really appreciate that. Thank you so much to my Patreons for continuing to support me all the time and always. I very much appreciate you guys. And if you guys want to see my Patreon, what's going on my Patreon, please feel free to check out the links in the description below. And as always, this painting will probably at some point be on my Etsy, available for purchase. And I hope you guys are having a lovely day. Remember that you are loved and you deserve to be loved. And I will catch you next week. Mwah! Bye.